So, the original plan has changed a bit. Got to the top of where I was planning on going today and met some nice fellas from Alabama who have been scouting that spot for a lot longer than me. Pretty much had the same idea. So, they're gonna hunt that. Wouldn't help either of us for me to go in there as well. So, to be honest, right now, I just got myself set up on the side of the mountain right now and trying to come up with another game plan. So, in the meantime, maybe we'll see something or hear something. But right now, we're just trying to come up with a new plan. So, I will catch up with you guys when I have that new plan. Okay, guys, we are back. That was a bit of a hectic morning there. Like I said earlier, we got up to where we wanted to go, and there was obviously somebody else there. And that's public land, no big deal. I hope they get one over there. It's a pretty decent spot, so good luck to the guys from Alabama. But anyways, so I had to take a couple minutes, pull up the map again and figure out where I wanted to go, which I had a bit of a backup plan. So we jumped on top of the ridge and worked over to where I'm at now right before sunup. So basically what I kind of set myself up to do here, I think, is those guys might end up pushing some elk down the ridge line, and I've got myself set up to potentially glass them and then cut them off if they do come down the ridge line. Now, they could just go over to the other side of the mountain and it may not work, but for a backup plan, I think it's a pretty good idea. So we're gonna sit here for a couple hours probably and glass this ridge and hopefully see some elk bombing down through there. And then if they do, we'll jump back on the ridge and try to work around and cut them off somewhere where we can get a good shot. I mean, I have a potential to have a pretty decent shot here, but they would have to be in a couple places pretty specific. So I don't know, we'll see. It's so much land out here, they can just do so much and flip the script on you pretty fast. So anyways, it's windy, it's cold. We're gonna hunker down here and glass this ridge line up for a couple hours, and we'll see what happens after that. Catch you guys in a little bit. Sit here, but as you can see, there's a pretty nasty storm blowing in right now that we're probably gonna have to get out of unless it makes a hard left, which I don't know if it's going to. But regardless, it's been a good first day here. Today was opening day. It's been a good day. Might have seen the backside of one elk in the dark timber here that I'm glassing, but you know, overall, just trying to still pick stuff apart and figure it out. Don't have much experience out here, obviously, so we're just chipping away at it one day at a time, and hopefully we'll be blessed enough to see some elk and maybe get a chance at one. But this takes years, you know. It takes years to get good at this, not days. So trying to keep that in mind, be patient with myself, try not to make any giant stupid mistakes, and just chip away at it every day. So day one's been good, but probably gonna have to let you go here and get out of this storm. So I will either catch you guys back at camp or catch you in the morning for day two, depending on how wet I get. Thanks for coming along, guys. See you soon. All right, guys, it's day two. We're gonna keep this short and sweet right now because we just rolled up to the spot and we got a big whiff of elk. So putting the phone down, we're going in. Here we go. Fresh elk track, like an hour ago. Fresh elk track. I don't know, I heard some shots. Hopefully they didn't kill these, but I can smell elk, and we are on fresh tracks. We're just working really slow. I got the wind in my face, and I'm just working across the side of this mountain. I don't know, maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it's not, but this is freaking fun. All right, let's go. That was an exciting morning. Yeah, got on some nice elk sign first thing this morning. Cut a track that looked like it was only a couple hours old. Based off what I learned now, assumedly it was probably a little older than that, but worked my way up this mountain here behind me, and just seemed like I was on them the whole time. I mean, I could smell elk piss along the way, but once I got to the top, heard a bunch of shots along the way in the direction I was headed. So it seemed like I was just a step behind them the whole way. Most likely, by a step I mean about a mile. I talked to a guy up at the top who was part of the group who killed two of them up there, which is awesome. They're from Texas, and they killed two nice bulls up there this morning, but it was a couple miles from where I was planning on finding the elk. So they're a step ahead of us. They're a step ahead of us, but super freaking cool morning. Even just getting to hear the shots and know somebody else had success doing something so hard is just freaking awesome. So super happy for those guys. That's awesome. So got some good information from that fella. Shout out Brad. Told me where it looked like they were going after they killed two of them. So I'm going to meet up with Josh and try to come up with a plan to go get in front of where they might be going. So that's the game plan. But awesome morning. saw a bunch of mule deer. That's always cool. Hiked a lot very quickly, got really sweaty, got cold, all the things. So freaking awesome. Cool morning. Day 2 is off to a pretty awesome start. This is the closest we've been to the elk yet, so that's pretty awesome. So we're getting there, one day at a time, chipping away at it. I'm gonna link up with Josh and we'll catch you guys when we figure out what the heck we're doing. All right, guys, we are back behind the glass after getting our ass kicked this morning for most of the morning and driving what seemed like 5 hours to get over here. No elk were seen. We saw about 60 hunters and 20 camps probably. Like I said earlier, it's a really high pressure unit, so have to keep that in mind when we're out here doing stuff. But talked to some guys and did find out that, I think I said this earlier, but found out that some guys from Texas killed a couple bulls yesterday, so that's cool. They're packing those down now, but that area that we were going to hunt is pretty blown up now with pressure, so the plan is probably to bomb into a whole new area for tomorrow, but for today we just found something semi-close to glass for the rest of the day and see if we can make something happen. But yeah, just gonna try to spend more time behind the glass and less time walking through the woods trying to bump an elk or something stupid. So anyways, we're gonna have some snacks, take a nap, we'll go from there.
I hope you got that on video. Hey, buddy.
Yeah.
We're not there yet.
All right, guys, it is day 4 of elk season here, and we just got back from glassing. As you saw, we glassed this morning. We did hear some elk, so that's awesome. We were probably 300 yards away from them, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, you know, getting down to the last 2 days here, we have been just giving it every single day to try to get on these elk. We haven't yet, obviously. We've had some days where we felt like we were getting pretty close and following pretty fresh sign, and you know, I did see 2 elk, so that's good. Just they were cows and we have bull tags, so no bueno there. But yeah, you know, I feel like we're doing the best we can to get out and glass every day and look for elk, try to find them, not just sit around and wait for an elk to walk by. So I'm very happy with the effort that we're putting in. It's a super hard sport, and we're doing our best to get it done, but it's a super hard sport. So we decided to come back today, make some breakfast, get some energy. We're running a little low on energy. So after yesterday's day, we're pretty tired today. So trying to get some food in us and then come up with a game plan for tonight. We might try to get back up above